We're with Fabiana Caruana after the second draw in a row. Fabi, yesterday there seemed to be some weirdness, wildness, some complications, but today seemed pretty straightforward. Is there anything or any moments you might want to illuminate us where there may have been some tension in the opening, or was it just easy quality?
It was in some ways easy quality, but the opening is interesting in the sense of we're both trying to surprise each other. So I'm playing G6, which he doesn't really know what I want with this. It could be a Grunfeld. It could be something like E4, E5, which is also a line. And I won't say, of course, what I intended, but he decided to surprise me in turn with G3, which, of course, he's always capable of because he's been playing G3 systems for forever. But it's not supposed to be too critical these days. And I think we both had some idea, but couldn't remember exact details. Like if DC5 here, I kind of remembered that this was a line and kind of equalizing. And then here I remembered that there was a game between Magnus and Sam Shanklin with Queen C4. But then I couldn't figure out this position, which I think is okay. But I was a bit nervous to go for it, but I think the engine shows that it's just okay. Although maybe it's night before here, maybe I also mix things up. But then I think that this CD4, I mean, maybe the computer shows Queen C4 immediately, but this CD4 and Queen C4 is extremely solid. I mean, this is probably the way to play for an advantage. And we were kind of briefly discussing this. I mean, he mentioned Queen D2 as an option and Bishop A6. He mentioned Rook FD1. But I was thinking more Bishop G4 along these lines and was looking at, I mean, these endgames, they could be slightly unpleasant for black. It kind of depends on one tempo. But it's helpful to know that I am playing like a pretty healthy line and that it should be okay if I figure out the moves. So I was looking at this type of position and it looked kind of, well, I don't know, maybe Rook B8, maybe Rook C8, but it looked kind of equal. It
didn't feel like there was tension or something to play for in this position, with especially the knights already off the board, and it looked like more trades were to come. It just didn't seem like there's much here.
Well, it is very concrete. I mean, it is very. Unfortunately, it peters out to a draw. I don't know, maybe fortunately for me, but the position is very concrete, and it could be dangerous for black. Like in this position, for example, if I get careless, Queen A4, I lose on the spot. I mean, there are some tactics, and if I don't play Bishop H3, I think Rook B7. Oh, okay, I didn't consider that. I was like looking at Bishop F5, and then there's this. Unfortunately, I don't keep contact with the Rook, so there were some tactics, but. I mean, I saw this Bishop H3.
Nothing too hard for you to navigate.
Yeah, it does peter out, and I guess the excitement of the position fizzles very quickly.
The result of the draw, did you come in with the black pieces feeling like, let me just neutralize this guy and we'll go to the rapid and blitz?
No, on the contrary. I mean, I was ready for a wide open fight too. I think my opening choice was kind of hinting that I was going for complicated positions, but it can also peter to equality. I mean, chess does tend to be that way, that if white plays in a safe manner, then black usually also should respond in a safe manner. If white plays very ambitiously, then black can also play ambitiously, but you can't really push with black. And also under the circumstances, I have no reason to. I mean, it's still a completely equal match situation, and still early in the match. Although the classical is over, there's still a lot of points to play for and a lot of games to play.
Let's talk about those. You got 2 rapid, 4 blitz. Your history with him, you guys have played a ton. What is your feeling going into those 6 critical games?
Yeah, I think it'll be very tough. I mean, we tend to have these close matches. It's almost never one-sided, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a repeat of that. I think, like, in the American Cup, I did well in blitz against him, and that was the reason why I was victorious against him in the American Cup. But then in the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz, I was playing rather poorly, and he played extremely well in blitz and in rapid. So recent form, he's doing better in blitz, but I mean, I think it's going to be very close.
I think you can handle yourself.
Hope
Good
so.
luck and get some rest for tomorrow.
Thank you.
We're with Levon Aronian after his draw with Fabiana Caruana. The match is now tied at 1-1. Today's game didn't have the juice of yesterday. With the opening seemed pretty accurate, if you will. The engine's giving 99.5% accuracy, 99% accuracy. What were your thoughts about this opening, and did he surprise you in any way?
Yeah, he surprised me with G6. It's kind of invitation to, I mean, I was thinking he's going to play Grunfeld or either E4, E5, which is quite a modern way to approach this opening, and I think it's totally fine for black.
So what did you think when it happened? Did you think, okay, I got to pull the brakes?
Yeah, I told myself, all right. I mean, I gotta stay solid, and you know, if he wants to try something new, let him do it. And yeah, I just try to stay solid and not mess things up before tomorrow.
All right, well, it's all down to tomorrow. 2 games of Rapid, 4 games of Blitz. You've been playing extremely well in both formats. You won the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz with room to spare. You feeling very confident about your chances?
Yeah, I'm always confident when I get to play Blitz and Rapid because I love to play Blitz and Rapid. You know, the issue is with when you're trying to create something unbalanced in classical game, it's not going to work. And in Blitz and Rapid, there are more opportunities for that.
All right. Before I let you go, I'd like to talk about this one moment we just saw happen in the game with MVL. We were all expecting this one to also end very quickly with the move of rook E3, rook G3, and rook H3, etc. But MVL just played queen to B3. What are your thoughts about that?
I think the position is rather solid. I cannot really say that any side has a reason to be too happy. So it doesn't really matter what you're going to play. I think Maxim maybe wants, you know, just to keep the game going because yesterday when he did that, he almost won the game. So I think that's his strategy.
Doesn't matter to you. We commentators, we could use a quick day off. But they could be playing, you think, maybe a long time in such a position because it's going to be queen in major piece, queen and 2 rooks. It's going to be major piece position. It doesn't seem like he could possibly be playing for anything.
Yeah, but, you know, things happen. There are always chances. That's why I love this rule that you cannot offer a draw because people eventually mess things up.
You make a bet on this game. Where do you see it, percentage-wise, ending in a draw versus a victory?
I think 10% chance that it's going to be a victory of any side and 90% draw.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll let you go. And nice, relaxing day at the office. Go enjoy your family. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
We are with Pragg after a pretty solid draw. Pragg, were you surprised by the way he approached this opening today?
Not really. I mean, this is one of his main weapons, so I was expecting this. And but yeah, I was not familiar with this queen f5, I think, which is not the most common move. Common move is queen e6. And then, yeah, this is like a logical way to play. But I think black is already fine here. Before was ambitious, but I think he just, yeah, this bishop e7 is just strong, and there's nothing.
Was that the plan for today? Come in, happily make a solid draw, and go fight it out tomorrow?
I just wanted to play normal chess, and if there is a fight, I'll fight, and yeah, if I don't get anything, then draw is not the bad result. I just wanted to, you know, play a bit faster today, especially what happened yesterday. So, I mean, having like 30-minute advantage against Maxim in any type of position is something, yeah, something to be happy with.
Already an accomplishment for sure. But now you do go to the fast time controls. What's your record with him playing in Rapid and Blitz?
We played in last 2 GCTs. We played in Poland this year, where I won much worse position, and then we played last year in St. Louis, where I lost a risk-free position. So it's, I don't remember before that. At 23, we played like a rapid match where I lost 3-0 against him, which was painful, but yeah.
You're a little bit more grown up now.
Yeah, that was already like 2.5 years back. So I mean, okay, he's a very strong player, and it'll be interesting to play shorter formats with him.
Early day at the office. Any plans for today? See Sao Paulo a bit, or just go chill in the room?
No, I think I'll just chill in the room. Yeah, I mean, having good rest for tomorrow will definitely help.
All right. Well, we'll let you get that rest. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
We're with Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. Maxime, today was kind of tepid, I guess is the best word for it. What were your thoughts about the opening? He said he thinks that he surprised you with the move Queen F5.
Absolutely, Maurice, and I didn't remember the details, and I think Bishop C4 is not really the way to go, probably. Yeah, actually C3. But I don't like C3 because I know in the end games we go for B3, Bishop B2. So then the pawn on C3, but... And of course I could go Bishop D3, but here I thought that compared, like, because normally you go Queen E6, check, Bishop E2, Queen G4, Queen G3. But here I thought maybe Knight A6. And so like I had vague memories, but what I chose was like anticlimactic, and I went for B4, which, you know, as I was looking more and more, felt like more playing with fires than anything else.
We were talking about this move. Yasser especially said if he were sitting at the board, he'd want to punish you for this move. A bit strong words, but did you start to feel some doubts when you kept looking at the position?
Yeah, I doubted, because of course the plan would be to get a quick A4, B5, but it's not really working after Knight D7, and there's always Queen D5 happening. So I settled for this Bishop B2, Rook E1, Knight E5, and not the... And then B4 proved useful, because B5 is always suddenly on the table again. So not my best game of chess, but you know, solid draw, and tomorrow there's all to play for.
Indeed, tomorrow there's all to play for. Your experience with him, he talked about some up and down games you guys have had. In maybe he was winning and you were winning, and the opposite result occurred. You also beat him apparently 3-0 in a match when he was less Pragg that he is now. What are your thoughts about this matchup for tomorrow?
Yeah, it will be interesting. Pragg in general is very capable in rapid and blitz. He showed it this year in the Grand Chess Tour, of course, even though his best performances came in the Classic. And I think one time we played in Chennai, rapid and blitz. I won the rapid portion. And I think Gueshuk won the blitz, but he was performing very well. And in general, of course, not as a matchup. And also, it's quite different from round-robin events. Preparation still plays a big role in this format, especially when there's so much at stake.
We saw two rambunctious games yesterday. Before I let you go, comment on the fact that this was exactly the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a day of chess that I like, but yeah, then again, it came down to my opening moves, and then I basically, I mean, when so many light pieces exchange, this structure of the Caro-Kann is very solid, and yeah, before was a try to shake it off, but not a great one.
Couldn't make it happen? Well, we figure you will play some more enterprising chess tomorrow, so get your rest. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Maurice.